Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Courtney, and I just wanted to let you guys in on something real quick. I am deciding ow, to quit YouTube. As of right now, later on in the future, might come back, not positive. Um, so yeah, basically, the reason for it is tell you. But first, I'm gonna tell you guys something else right now. So first things first, subscribers. I do not care how many you are, how many of you there are. Um, I really don't. I know that all of my subscribers, well, most of them anyway, are my family and friends. I don't know who outside of that circle is subscribed to me, and I really don't care. Nobody cares about my videos. I make them for me. I don't make them for anyone else. I make them because they make me happy, and making these videos talking about all the shit going on in my life also gets this stuff off my shoulder because I'm talking about it, and I have no one to talk to in my life. Um, so yeah. Uh, and then one more thing. I am very sensitive. Uh, Sensitivity is like, getting sad at things sometimes. Um, yeah. Sorry guys, my computer was dying, so I had to like, go grab the charger real quick. Okay. Where was I? Yeah, sensitive. I'm sensitive. Um, Sensitivity is basically, if you guys don't know what it is, basically you get, well, in my opinion, this is what happens to me basically. Other people might be different. I mean, I get very sad easily. And mostly, like, I cry very easily. Like, mostly when people yell at me, basically. Um, like, I do have a couple of situations where I have cried before. Like, in 11th grade, I, whatchamacallit? I was doing a presentation with two people I did not know. When it came to my slide, I had no idea what to say in front of my entire class. I had social anxiety and I was about to have a panic attack and I read the name of my slide, looked at my group and said, I don't know what to say. And I started like laughing, like, and then the girl looked at me and whispered in my ear, yelling, basically, also saying, just read the fucking slide. And so I read my slide, and as soon as our slides were done, I went to my seat and I cried. But I had a mask on because this was COVID times, so nobody knew I was crying. Uh, yeah, and one other situation was in 10th grade. This is also COVID times, right? Because COVID started the end of my ninth grade year. So when I was a sophomore, um, I was doing e-learning, and I had two Fs because e-learning is much harder than actual sitting in class learning. So I was uh e-learning and I had two Fs. Well, my mom barged into my room at 6 in the morning on a school day and said, so like started yelling at me. That's how I woke up. She was literally screaming in my ear. She was yelling at me. And she was saying, you'll never amount to anything, you'll never have a future, blah blah blah, and started comparing me to my sisters. I was like, yo, what the fuck? And she walked out of my room after 5 minutes of yelling at me and I started crying. Um, yeah. Still mad at her to this day for that, actually. Literally. I'm so pissed about that. My sister actually woke up to her yelling at me too. She heard everything too. Um, yeah. At the end of this video, I'll talk about my mommy issues. Okay. uh, so yeah. Um, what was I saying? Oh, also my sensitivity doesn't just mean crying when people yell at me. It also means or like crying in general, because I actually was crying today. Um, it also means anger. My mom has anger issues, and I get them from her. I do not like it, and I wish they would go away, but I can't really control it because, like, when people make me mad, I just want to rip their heads off. Like, um, so yeah. hmm So yeah, anger comes with mine too, unless it really comes with my mom. I don't really know. Like, I'll like when people yell at me, I'm either like want to cry or I want to rip their heads off. Um, thing is though, the only time, like, actually, no, never mind. I was gonna say like I don't feel this way when I'm at work, but also I don't get yelled at work because when my boss tells me to do something, I do it, no questions asked. I don't care what it is, as long as it's nothing illegal. If it's illegal, then I'll be like, you do it yourself. um, so yeah, like cleaning the bathrooms, taking out the trash. I have no problem doing that. I actually love taking out the trash. I was listening to Lauren Spencer Smith earlier, so my Apple Music started playing out of nowhere. Uh, so yeah. Now back. What? Oh, wait, no. So what I was saying. Oh my gosh. What I was saying earlier. Um, about taking a break, quitting, whatever. One of the reasons too is because of my ex-friend. I've been going through a lot with that situation. It's kind of all over now. I'm pretty sure. I hope. If there's the only reason I'll post is because something else happens with them. Um, but they sent me a text on November 2nd. I right here pulled up. Um, I'll read to you. It says, "Hey, I know it's been a while. I am sorry I've been dealing with a lot. I wanted to explain everything because I feel you should know. There have been quite a few situations in the past that we have just blown over and tried to act like they didn't happen. I cannot do that with situations as it takes a toll on me mentally and physically. I am very sorry, but I really don't see a future with us being friends. I should not have handled things the way I did with pushing you away. That is completely on me, and you don't deserve that. I am sorry, but I felt you deserved to know as you didn't do anything wrong. I am very sorry, but I don't see a future with us being friends. Once again, I apologize for everything, but I wish you the best in life." Um, like you hear that? Like, what the hell? Uh, they have been nothing but a bitch to me for the past couple of years. Like we were friends for like 10 years before they started being a bitch to me. And I don't know why. Pretty sure it's because of their girlfriend, which makes no sense to me because their girlfriend was also really nice. So I don't understand that whole thing. Um, but they texted my best friend, actually, Joshua, and said, "Hey, I know you're probably still friends with Courtney, but I want to be your friend. And I'd love it if we could hang out and and talk a little bit." So he agreed to meet up with them. I was pissed about that. I was really pissed about that. And I wanted to rip his head off. um, But then I told him to go. He said, "I'll cancel it if you want me to." I was like, "No, you should go. I wanna hear what they have to say about themselves right now." He went and they talked and he came back and he said, "So, uh, what did he say?" He was like, "They don't want to be your friend anymore because they say you don't confront problems." I was like, "I don't confront problems. What are you talking about?" Like, um, the table situation. That's all I can think about, like sitting at the table situation where they tried to force me to sit at a table I wasn't comfortable sitting at. Like, yo, what the heck? That's the only situation I can think of where I don't confront problems. The reason I confront that problem is because I would have lost an 11-year friendship over a fucking table. But right now, I don't care. I wish I said something. Um, yeah, I wish I did. I really wish I did. Because either way, I would have lost a friend. So I wish I said something. But I do confront problems when they're worth confronting. But a fucking table, really? That's not really worth confronting. Literally, and you know what's worse about that excuse is that there was another one of our friends who was also in this whole situation about the table, who they tried to force to go over there too, who wouldn't go over there with them, and they sat next to me. And yet I'm the one that's dropped as a friend because I have this person on Snapchat still, and I see them hanging out all the time. So that excuse is bullshit. And um, what I think I don't know what I was saying. I really don't. I lost my train of thought. I forgot what I was gonna say. Um. Oh, right. And they're a coward. That's what I'm saying right now. They're a coward because what I would have done if I wanted to drop a friend, I would have asked to meet up with that person and talk to them in person and see their side of the story on like if I think they're like an asshole or something or like Joshua had this ex-girlfriend who used to interrupt people when they talked, and that's one of my biggest pet peeves when you interrupt people and make the whole conversation about yourself when we're talking about something else, because that's what they would do. Like, like my ex-friend was having a situation going on in their life. I'm not gonna tell you what that was, but Joshua's girlfriend came up and said, "My aunt's in the hospital," and like I was like, because this thing that was like happening to my friend, to my best friend at the time, and I was like worried, so I was like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" Blah, blah, blah. I was like trying to like make them feel better or something. And then she came up and was like, "My aunt's in the hospital." I looked at her and I wanted to say, I'd be like, "I'm so sorry that your aunt's in the hospital, but bitch, we're talking about something else. Wait until the conversation is over before you start a new one." Because that's one of my biggest pet peeves too, making the whole conversation about yourself. Like I don't do that. If I want to talk about myself, I wait till the whole conversation is over with. I wait because I do not like making people talk about me. I really don't. So it usually never happens. But I don't even like talking about me. Also, this girl was the cheerleader, so it kind of makes sense why her personality was like that. That scared me. Yeah, basically. Um, Also with this cheerleader, me and my ex-friend were talking to each other, and we were talking to Joshua. We said, "Hey, Joshua, you need to talk to your girlfriend and tell her to stop interrupting people and making all conversations about her, because it's really annoying when we want to talk about something else." He's like, "Okay, I'll talk to her," and he talked to her, and that day at lunch, um, we were sitting in the cafeteria. No, the next day at lunch, we were sitting in the music room because this was ninth grade. We were allowed to do that. Uh, and we were eating lunch, and I was talking to Joshua, and my ex-friend didn't show up for school that day. Well, his girlfriend wasn't talking. She was on her phone the entire time watching TikTok. And Joshua tried to talk to her, and she ignored him. And then he put his backpack near her, and she threw it across the band room. And we both looked at each other. We were like, "What the hell?" She was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to interrupt people." And I was like, "Seriously? Are you fucking kidding me? Really, dude? Thank you. Took you so long to consider. Well, being told not to interrupt people. I don't like when people do that. I really don't. Like if I'm talking to somebody, you know how like when you're talking to somebody and you start talking at the same time? Well, with me, when that happens to me and other people, I like stop myself and I say, "I'm so sorry." That's what I say whenever I do that. Because I don't like talking over people. It's so inappropriate and so rude. Um, yeah, I don't even know why I'm talking about this ex-girlfriend. I just don't like her. And then she wouldn't stop talking my ear off at graduation because our birthdays, not birthdays, our last names are back to back, so I had to stand next to her at graduation. So when we did the walk around the schools and stuff, I had to sit next to her on the bus, going to the elementary schools and the middle school. And dude, She wouldn't stop talking my ear off. There's one smart thing she did actually. She had a fan around her neck and put it inside the robe, so then she was like cool on the inside. And I was like, girl, that's smart because I'm sweating bullets. That's it. And then she started talking to me about Joshua, and I was like, I feel uncomfortable. Yo, she did. She literally doesn't shut up. She can't shut up. Save her life. Yeah. I don't know why I started talking about her, but I really don't like her. So, yeah, actually, right now, her and my ex-friend actually give me like the same vibes. Like, whoa. Like, because they would make a lot of conversation about themselves too after getting their girlfriend. That's what they would do. They would make a bunch of conversations about themselves. And, yeah. So, yeah, they're coward. Back to what I was saying, they're a coward. Wouldn't talk to me in person. I would talk to the person I didn't want to be friends with in person. I would, because I'd be like, hey, I don't really want to be your friend. Let's talk about it. Blah, blah, blah. Tell me how you feel. I'll see how you feel and blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Uh, want to talk about mommy issues now? Want to talk about my mommy issues now? Because I'm done with my ex-friend. Uh, the summer before my senior year, my stepbrother and his wife wanted to move down here. And um yeah, so whenever people would come down for a visit, like my brother, sister, or whatever, I have two houses because my parents are divorced. So I would go to my dad's house and let somebody take over my room. So that's what I did for my stepbrother and his wife. I was like, yeah, sure, you guys can take over my room, no problem. Um, thing is though, what I didn't expect was them to destroy my room. Not destroy it, like make it theirs. Like it's my room, not yours. You're visiting, you're not living. You're not living in my house. No, this is my room. You cannot take it over. No, you can't do that. No, I was pissed because I went over there to grab a couple things I forgot, and I took a peek into my room, and everything was gone except for my bed, my nightstand, my dresser, and something a big little nightstand thing that they put in my room. Those were the only things that stayed. Everything else was gone, and they painted my room. I was like, yo, what the hell? 'Cause I had a piano, I had a bookshelf, I had other things in my room that they took out. And they painted everything. They painted all my furniture too. They painted my nightstand and my dresser. It's like, yo, what the hell? And then when I saw it and he was like sitting on his bed, he said, yeah, Corey painted everything. I was like, yeah, I see that. And then he looked at my dresser because he left one tiny bit of brown on my dresser because there's like a little emblem, like little symbol thing, and it's brown. It's the only thing that's brown on my dresser. And he said, look, we left something on your dresser that was the same color as it was because we wanted you to know that this is still your dresser. I was like, yo, but why the fuck did you paint it? You didn't need to. Like, what the hell? Um, so I was really upset about it. Because actually, when they moved in, my mom told me they were gonna be staying there for 2 months. They were gonna be staying in my room for 2 months. Because my stepdad, he's a handyman. He builds things, right? Well, when we first bought our house, it was a 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, right? Well, now it's a 4 bedroom, 2 bathroom because my stepsister wanted to move in with us, and my stepdad built a wall for her to have a bedroom. He was gonna do the same thing for my stepbrother and his wife. So I was like, yeah, 2 months, 3 months, maybe. Sure, you guys can take over my room. 2 months had passed, and I texted my stepsister and I said, hey, how's the room coming along? She texted me saying, oh, we're not doing that anymore. I was like, you're not doing that anymore? Nobody fucking told me, really? Nobody told me that they were gonna be staying in my room longer than they were supposed to? Really? Are you freaking kidding me right now? And then, yeah. So I was pissed about that. And that's when I saw everything out of my room. And I was like, yo, where'd everything go? So I took a walk around my room, not around my room, around the house to look for my stuff, see where they put it. They dumped it all in the dining room. Everything. I was literally so upset. Literally so upset. Like, it's not, it wasn't even their room and they changed everything. Put it all in the dining room. So when they left, I had to go grab all my stuff from the dining room and put it back in my room. And it was so many things. I actually left the piano out there because I couldn't carry it. Because the leg on it is broken. Yeah. Oh my God. So yeah. Still mad about that too. What else am I mad about? I'm thinking there's one more thing I could say, but I don't know if my stepdad would watch my video. No, he won't watch my video. He's not even subscribed to me. You know, my stepdad's not subscribed to me. He doesn't have YouTube. My mom doesn't watch my videos either, I don't think. I would love to say this honestly. Okay, you know what? I'll ask her if she watches my videos, and if she does, then I will not post about it. Uh, I'm not gonna text her right now. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna post this video today, and then I'm gonna text her, and then I'm gonna figure out if she watches my videos. If she does not, then I'll post a short little video of saying what I wanted to say. Um, yeah. Sorry, I woke up early this morning. Yeah. Also, Thursday is my birthday, the 21st. So can't wait. I'm gonna turn 20. Also, the 21st of next year, 2024, I will be turning 21. Um, I will post that day, mostly because I'm turning 21. I can drink legally. Um, so I will be vlogging that day on my birthday. My dad said he's gonna take me on a cruise. Might. Might take me on a cruise. Slight chance. And if he does, I will be drinking. I can drink now if I go on a cruise, but like, I'm not a huge drinker, really. But I've had so much shit going on in my life that I just want to get drunk legally. So, 21st birthday, I'm gonna try drinking. Uh, oh my god, my back hurts. Okay, bye guys. See you guys if my mom says something. Have a nice life and Merry Christmas if I don't see you before Christmas or Happy Holidays. Peace.